Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome if you're new. Today we have more PSVR2 news to go over and cover in this video, but before that, please make sure you subscribe to Nothing But Gaming. Make sure to turn on notifications and smash that like button. Your support helps the channel more than you know, and is very much appreciated. Alright, now that you're subscribed, let's talk PSVR2. In an interview with GamesRadar, the legendary Shuhei Yoshida said that VR is the present and future of gaming. Not exactly PSVR2 news, but I thought I'd share this with you guys. It's always a pleasure to hear someone with such a rich history in the gaming industry confirming what we all know to the masses. So let's check it out.
So with VR, going back years ago, when we first were seeing VR coming into gaming, it felt like that was the future. It's been sort of 10 years since then.
Yeah.
Does it still feel like the future, or does VR feel like the present now?
VR is both present and future. VR has made a lot of progress from both technical standpoint. Hardware is better, more powerful PC and console, and the graphics are better, higher resolution, higher frame rate, and better tracking. Everything makes playing VR games more comfortable and a more beautiful scene that you are inside the VR. So it's helping really game developers to create a better experience and more challenging, ambitious game experience like Reach. And of course, the developers are making many VR games, like Dreams has been making VR games over 10 years, and they have accumulated experiences and knowledge of how to make VR experiences feeling great about for people.
This is not about your age. This is not about your car.
Will Assetto Corsa Evo come to PSVR2? I'm pretty sure this is a question that a lot of racing fans on PSVR2 are asking. After all, it has been confirmed that the racing sim will come to PS5 at some point. But what about PSVR2? Well, I don't want to get your expectations too high, but that seems very plausible. In an interview with Overtake, the co-founder and managing director of Kunus Simulazioni, Mr. Marco Massaruto, stated that the studio will try to pull it off when asked about PSVR2. Obviously, we can't take this as confirmation, but at least he is not denying it, so there is hope. Step into the underground world of caves in the most realistic VR spelunking game, where the entire environment is your map, just waiting to be discovered. Developed by 3R Games and published by Take Studio, Crave is launching on PSVR2 next Thursday, July 10th, and you should absolutely stay away from this one if you're claustrophobic. The year is 2142, and New Earth is buzzing with excitement as the prestigious Universe Space Jumper Championship begins. You, as a rookie competitor, must face off against the galaxy's most skilled space jumpers. With high stakes and the weight of the universe on your shoulders, you must jump through warp tunnels to prove yourself, earn your glory, and become a symbol of hope for humanity's future. Developed and published by Odania, Space Drop is coming to PSVR2 next Friday, July 11th.
I don't know. What happened?
This week, developer Castello confirmed that their upcoming PSVR2 game of Lies and Rain will be PS5 Pro enhanced. The game will have two modes, a performance mode in which the game runs at 90 FPS on the base PS5 and at 120 FPS on the PS5 Pro, and the quality mode in which the game runs at 120 FPS using reprojection on both consoles. However, the PS5 Pro of course will benefit from a higher resolution. A free demo is expected to drop very soon, and I highly encourage you to check it out when it does, because this game is very promising, guys. And if you want to know more details, then you can check out the preview I published a while back.
The world we once knew is gone.
Developer CGI Lab can't stop adding more shovelware to the PS Store. And thank you Sony for allowing this crap, by the way. I mean, this is exactly the type of games players want on the PlayStation Store. Anyways, meet Abyss Backrooms Pulse Horror VR out on July 30th. Also meet Ultra Shot Kill Protocol VR, Skydiving Parachute Flight Simulator VR, and Highway Legends Traffic Speed Racer VR. All this shovelware is expected to drop sometime next month. Of course, all these quote-unquote games are going to be horrendous, so I highly recommend spending your money elsewhere. Alright, I think we can all agree that the launch of VRider SPK on PSVR2 has been a train wreck. I mean, even the pricing was wrong for some reason. But that has been corrected now, so let's focus on the real problems. The game doesn't look good at all. From what I'm hearing, apparently the Quest version looks better. That tells you everything you need to know about this port. Thankfully, developer Viral Games has addressed the situation and stated that, quote-unquote, the team is currently investigating ways to enhance visual clarity, performance, and overall smoothness, especially on PSVR2. So hopefully players won't have to wait too long for some patches, because otherwise they will lose interest, and that will definitely hurt the game's sales. So, 90s extreme skiing, what's the verdict? Well, if you enjoyed Snow Scout, then I would say this is a no-brainer. Seriously, buy this game, you're going to have a lot of fun with it, especially if Tuner Max adds real-time multiplayer. I feel like that's the thing that will take this game to a whole new level. It's finally happening, guys. 90s Extreme Skiing is finally getting online multiplayer, and I couldn't be more excited. It's coming next Tuesday, July 8th, in the form of a free update to all existing owners of the game. And by the way, if you haven't bought the game yet, you should definitely do so now, to save $2, because the price of the game will increase by $2 1 week after launch, understandably so. And also because this is a PSVR2 exclusive, and it's an awesome skiing game. We need to show our support if you want to see more developers prioritizing PSVR2, guys, so let's speak with our wallets. But anyways, this multiplayer mode will feature 4-player simultaneous racing, randomizable full-body avatars, triggerable ragdoll wipeouts for comedic effect, player knockouts via well-timed head punches, and the missed flags won't disqualify you, they just add a time penalty. Of course, you need an active PS Plus subscription to access the multiplayer component, but probably most of you are already subscribed to PS Plus, so I wouldn't worry about that.
The man was a genius.
I have my suspicions, and I will catch this killer.
Before closing this video, I want to let you guys know that the Invisible Hours might be making a comeback in the form of a remaster in the near future. The writer of the game has quote-unquote secured the rights for the Invisible Hours after developer Tequila Works was shuttered and auctioned off the rights to their IP. This was reported on by WCCF Tech, by the way, so let's continue reading. Quote-unquote, I adored making the Invisible Hours. It can't be said in a press release. Quote-unquote, truly the best creative experience of my life. Fans still reach out to me even after all this time. They love it as much as I do. The VR hardware market has grown massively since 2017. Multiple millions of units, making the Invisible Hours a prime candidate to remaster for a new generation. Obviously, the writer is not a developer, so he's going to need a VR studio to help him bring the game back on the VR storefront. And personally, I'm not too worried about that. There are plenty of devs out there looking for new projects. So hopefully we'll see the Invisible Hours on PSVR2 soon. And finally, I want to inform you that Zombie Army VR Patch 1 is now live, bringing multiple enhancements across the board. So if you have the game installed on your PS5, don't forget to check it out. And that's all I have for you today, guys. Thank you for watching, and remember, for more PSVR2 news, reviews, and discussions, make sure you stick with MBG.